Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Happy New Year if this is your first time joining me for the 2024 year. My name is Morgan here at The Life of Tillmans, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a curriculum update and any additions that we're adding to our curriculum for the 2023-2024 school year. I'm going to run through this with my first, fifth, and sixth grader. I am not going to go over things that really haven't changed, but what I will direct you to is down in the description. I have an entire playlist of our monthly updates, and that allows you to just follow along. I've had that since I started the channel, guys. So every monthly update is right there. Also, I am going to link down in the description each one of my daughter's video for curricula that I did at the beginning of the school year. So you can see where we started for this school year. And that way it'll kind of keep you updated on what I'm changing now, and hopefully it'll help it make sense. I am also going to share family subjects, so stick around for that as well. Starting with my first grader, if you have followed along for the monthly updates, you guys know that we had a rough time when it came to reading and the curriculum that we were using for that. It was just a little bit of a struggle. We had to kind of pivot and do some things differently. I definitely had to get creative, and I can 100% say that it's not the curriculum. My daughter is just different. I'm just gonna call her different. And so we had to step away. We have not done her Logic of English Foundations curriculum since the beginning of December. And that's okay. We have been doing the readers that go along with that curriculum. I've also added in additional readers for her to really just help us get over that hump with her reading. She is still going through a phase, but it's a lot better than what it was. Make sure you stick around because I'm definitely going to give an update and details specific to how the first semester has gone with my first grader and learning how to read. So with that being said, we are going back to the actual Logic of English Foundations C curriculum. I love this. However, I'm going to be making some changes to suit my daughter, still using this curriculum. And so a lot of people are like, if the curriculum doesn't work, toss it out. I am loyal until it is absolutely trash for my family. And this is not it. Nowhere near it. I absolutely love it. She loves the games. She loves the interaction. I have figured out what I believe is going to be the absolute best order for my daughter with going through each one of these lessons for Logic of English Foundations C. The lessons are longer, and that's okay. So this is a big update because I've had people message me and ask, are we still going to use it? Is it terrible? Like all the things. And I'm here to tell you, I stand firmly on it. We do love Logic of English. It has been a huge factor in helping us to get to the reading hump, but also getting over it as well. I just had to tweak this to fit our home. So I am not abandoning this curriculum, and I wanted to share that in this update because I've had a lot of people ask me about that. The other thing with my daughter for math is we have been using Saxon Math Level 1. Still going to stick with it. However, I am not doing all of the things that this math curriculum asks for us to do at the beginning of the lessons or even during the lessons, you guys. My daughter seems to be at a place where she is like, give me the meat and potatoes, but also to see this book, to see all the things that she has to do and know, and all of the warm-up exercises that come with Saxon, she is not interested in that. I don't give it to her the way it is lined out here. She gets the warm-up exercises throughout the day. So I make it a point to incorporate those warm-up questions. And it's things like the days of the week, the months of the year, counting to specific numbers, counting by fives, counting backwards from 100, just various things like that. Counting by 100s to 1000. I do not incorporate that into our daily math curriculum because when she hears me start running through those things, she is done. She's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I've just had to figure out some things that are her triggers. So we are still going back to this. We have also not done this on a regular basis since the beginning of December. I've been pulling out every supplemental math thing that I could find within our homeschool for her, and it has worked great. We have started back with this, and my plan is working so far. Make sure you stick around because I'm going to give you all the details of what I have worked through, and hopefully it'll help somebody here as well. And speaking of helping, I just want to let you guys know that over at Made to Homeschool, which is an online homeschool community, we are doing a 3-month giveaway. 3 amazing people, and that could totally be you, would get a 3-month subscription to Made to Homeschool, which is an online homeschool community that I am a part of. It is a part of my community. I get on there and I talk with people along with lots of other creators. And I want to make this clear. I am not sharing this with you as a creator or a contributor to Made to Homeschool. I'm sharing this with you as a user, a participant, a member of the community, because I have been blessed so much by being in Made to Homeschool. I mean, the struggles that I've gone through with my daughter with reading, I've posted in there and I've gotten so many valuable suggestions from this community. So I want to just make that clear that I'm not marketing this to you because I want you to be there so that I can help with overseeing in any way. I am in that community and I utilize it heavily. I utilize the printables, the resources, all of the workshops that go on. I'm like, ooh, I need help with that topic. Let me watch this workshop. You guys, it is a huge deal. And now three of you guys here could get the opportunity to have a 3-month subscription to Made to Homeschool completely free. Check down in the description. I'm going to have all of the details for you guys. Moving on to my 5th grader. There are a few things that I talked about in her initial curricula video that we have not touched. And so I wanted to give an update on those items. The first thing is literature studies. We have been using the Moving Beyond the Page literature studies, and she is now going to dive into literature studies number 2 and 3 for her. Her literature study number 2 for this school year is going to be the poetry literature study by Moving Beyond the Page, and this is for ages 9 to 11. She is very excited about this. My girl loves her some poetry. She is all about the words and the rhyming and the alliterations and everything else that goes along with poetry. And so this is going to be the literature study that she is about to dive into in just about a week and a half. So her last literature study will be My Side of the Mountain, and this is also for ages 9 to 11. She's not quite as excited about this one because she doesn't really know what to expect, but obviously with the poetry one, she knows that she's getting poetry. So she's super excited about that. Something else that I shared with you guys that I was going to incorporate, which we have not done the first semester, we will do this semester, is the Read and Comprehend Skill Sheets by Ebecca. We are going to be incorporating these in with her everyday language arts learning at least a couple of times a week. Her reading comprehension has improved greatly. Her writing has improved greatly. So now I think we're really ready to add in an additional item into what she already has going on for ELA. Before, we just weren't ready for it, and now we're ready for it. So she will be going through these skill sheets for the second semester of the school year. Okay, now moving on to my 6th grader. There's not a whole lot changing with her, but I wanted to update you guys on some things that I shared in her initial curriculum video that we have not gotten to yet. So the next one is her second literature study for the school year is going to be Operation Sisterhood. She has already set up her binder. I printed everything out for her. I got this literature study, if I can get it open to show you guys, off of Teachers Pay Teachers. It is going to be about 3 weeks, which is perfect. It goes along the same time schedule with the Moving Beyond the Page literature study. So she will do this one in place of a Moving Beyond the Page one because I couldn't find one that she was really interested in. So Operation Sisterhood is going to be her second literature study. And after that one, toward the end of the school year, she will go into Moving Beyond the Page Esperanza Rising. And this literature study is for ages 10 to 12, which she falls perfectly within that. She's excited about both of these. Now, she has already read the Esperanza Rising book, which is going to make doing this literature study very interesting because this will be her second pass through of this book, and she's going to get to look at it in a completely different way. I'm way more excited about this one than she actually is. And I thought to myself, maybe that's how we should do the literature studies moving forward. I will have the girls read the books prior to actually doing the literature study, and then later on, they will do the literature study for it. And it just brings up a different thought process based on the book that they had already read. Speaking of literature, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be coming out really soon with a review of the other literature studies that they have already done the first semester, along with books that my girls read for October, November, and December. Way behind on that, but I have to get those out for you guys so that we can get back on a monthly schedule because I don't want it to pile up and be too many books and too overwhelming for me and for you guys. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because those videos will be coming out really soon. The next thing is family subjects. We had been doing America's Story 2. We finished it right before Christmas time, and I decided that we are not going to do America's Story 3. I know, shocker. People are going to ask why. I can share that later on, but we decided that we're going to pivot away from America's Story by Master Books, and we're going to do the volume number 2 of the primary level of Our History, His Story. I will link my history videos down below where I shared volume number 1, and we are actually finishing up volume number 1. But I love these because it's lots of living books, you guys. Lots of living books, lots of diversity, adding in the African American, Native American perspective into our history. And so we have been using volume 1 in conjunction with America's Story 2. And we just decided we wanted to go back and solely use this with a few additional resources. So if you're interested in knowing how we're going to be doing history this second semester, make sure you comment down below and I'll see if I can share that with you guys in a video really soon. Okay, the next thing is we finished Writing Strands by Master Books beginning level 1 right before Christmas as well. So we are going to be moving on to Writing Strands beginning level 2. Actually, I say moving on, we have already started it. It is going great. Writing Strands has really contributed to my girls' improvement in their writing. It makes them have to think differently about what they're writing and how to do it. And at first it seems like this goes super slow and it's like, oh my God, is this ever going to end? Is it ever going to get challenging? But it does. It is a slow progression and you don't even realize it. And so we are moving on to beginning level 2. They've already started it. The first couple of days have gone great and we're going to keep going. I do think we'll be able to go through it faster than what the curriculum's lined out. So there are a total of like 36 weeks worth of curriculum, but I'm sure we won't take that long to finish this curriculum, and we may. I'm just guessing based off of what I have looked through within this that we won't take that long going through it. Okay, I finally decided on science. Y'all, I had tons of science stuff. I mean, I had more master books things. I had some supplemental stuff, some other workbooks. I had, let's see, the 1000 hours outside, add the Wonder science curriculum. I was just like, we have science coming out of our ears. What are we going to do? So I put it to a vote with my girls and I'm like, listen, what do y'all want to do? Where are we going? I laid all the stuff out on the table and they decided that we're going to stick with master books and we're going to do Heaven and Earth. And I was like, which one are you going to choose? They all decided to go with our universe. So we're going to be learning about the planets and the stars and things like that, which we have done. I think it's been about 2.5 years or so. But I have lots and lots of kits that go perfectly with this topic. So we are going to incorporate all of those for our science projects within our science curriculum. So this is the level for 3rd through 8th grade, I believe. And I also have the Heaven and Earth for beginners to go along with it for my 1st grader. So we decided this is where we're going with our science. Now don't ask me where we're going after that, y'all, because I have no clue.